Our seventh presenter will be Tiffany Perkins from Hindman Elementary in Knott County, presenting her project, Highly Effective Teens.
Hello, I'm Tiffany Perkins from Hindman Elementary, and I teach special education for 6th through 8th grades. And a problem that I've noticed with my students is that I've been working with them on trying to improve their mindset, and they'll say things to me that make me think, they know what I want to hear. But when it comes down to it, they're not actually believing that they can do things, that they can achieve things. So I wanted to work on teaching them some skills that could help them actually believe that they can do things. And I've got a couple of my resources here I'm going to pass around for you all to look at. I'll let you start with the planner, and then I'll start the other one on this side. So I decided I needed to do some research into what can I use to help teach them skills to help them grow and believe in themselves. I knew I needed to do some goal setting and teach them how to do some goal setting, but I also needed to teach them some things that they can do to achieve those goals. And as I was doing the research, I ran across, I'm sure you all have heard of the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And there is a teen version. It's modeled after the book, but it's made for teens. And I looked at this and I thought this is exactly what they need. We needed the book. They also have a planner, which I'm passing around there. In the planner, there are lessons in addition to your regular agenda where you can write down your homework and assignments and tests. But there's also lessons that go along with the 7 habits. We have a workbook that is being passed around that also has the 7 habits and practice for them. So they're going to get a lot of practice. They're not going to be able to just tell me what I want to hear. They're going to be able to, it's going to be sunk in so that they believe it themselves because they're going to have practiced it so much. That's my hope anyway. Also, as we read the book, I wanted this to be not just them sitting and listening and pretending like they're getting it. I wanted them to actually delve into the book. So I wanted an Audible subscription, and I wanted Kindles. The reason I wanted Kindles compared to iPads or something else is because if you've worked with a Kindle, you know that if you come across a word that you don't know, you can tap on it and it brings up a definition. And so for my students with special needs, there are a lot of vocabulary words that they don't know. And so they can just tap on it at their own pace. They're not distracting the other students around them. They've got earbuds, so they can listen to the Audible being read and follow along on the Kindle. So it's all self-paced, and they're engaged in it. We're still waiting on the Audible subscription. I've got all of my other resources with the exception of that. But we have already started working in our agendas, working with those lessons and in the workbooks, and they're loving it. It forces them to think about these skills, not just write a quick answer. One of the questions was, what is a goal you have for this class, for this school year? One of my students said, I don't want to get in trouble anymore. So that's what we're working on. We're building with that. Okay, if that's your goal, how do we make some plans and build some skills to get to that goal? And so I expect a lot of change in my students. I expect that their reading will improve. We'll have that Audible subscription. We do accelerated reader at my school. They can get books and hear them. So their AR should skyrocket, meeting those goals, hopefully. Their vocabulary will be growing because they're looking up those words they don't know. All kinds of benefits, hopefully, as a result of this project.